Abortion has been a very controversial topic throughout history. Abortion is a consensual termination of a human pregnancy. Some people believe that abortion is a woman's right and choice. Others believe that abortion is wrong and goes against religious belief and that abortion kills children because mothers are selfish. Abortion is an important topic for the candidates to talk about because it is defining what rights women are entitled to.
Abortion is legal now,
But that could change very soon.
There are two well-known groups that have opinions on abortion. One is pro-life. They believe that abortion is wrong and a cruel way to end a life.
They also think that women are selfish for not dealing with the responsibility of what they did. Some also are against abortion for their religious beliefs.
there is an opinion that God despises abortion because it takes away a life, and God is against killing.
We interviewed gender studies professor and feminist Barb Burge.
There are several common arguments against abortion. Many of them come from certain religious perspectives, people who are informed by certain religious traditions and theologies. And basically many of those arguments come down to the right of a fetus to be carried to term. So somebody against abortion on those grounds would say that, well, killing a developing baby, the embryo or the fetus in utero, is tantamount to murder.
The pro-choice opinion is that a woman should be able to choose what happens to her body. That's the basic belief, but there's another belief that it's the right for a woman to have an abortion. That plays into the feminist stance.
We interviewed Professor Barb Burge about candidates that did the best representing reproductive rights for women.
Two candidates stand out currently as doing the best job, and that would be Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. They have both made the clearest pro-choice, pro-woman argument.
The Republican candidates are against abortion. Some believe in the 3 exceptions, but others are just completely against it. There are different opinions between the candidates, which is why they should talk about it more to clarify what they would do and how they feel about abortion to give voters a clear answer as to what they are voting for.
Since abortion is such a controversial topic, it can really affect who votes for who, and one of them is going to be our next president, and it is important the true intentions of the candidates show.
Roe v. Wade legalized abortion in 1973. It gave the power to the woman. Statistics about abortion prove why it's such an important topic to discuss. Half of the pregnancies among American women are unintended. 4 out of 10 end in abortion. This proves that so many women would be affected by any drastic changes towards abortion. African American women are almost 4 times likely to have an abortion than a white woman, so that shows that not even one race is affected, but many different ones are. Less than 2% say they become pregnant because of incest or rape. That pokes holes in the argument that there should be 3 exceptions because there are so many women needing abortions and only 2% relate to the 3 issues. Therefore, so many women are denied abortions when they need them.
I think that some young child in a household who has been exploited by another member of the family would think to go to a law enforcement agency and report that other member of the family before they could qualify to terminate a pregnancy in this circumstance. That just shows you the extremes that this bill goes to.
We asked Dr. Tracy Bellavance, an OBGYN, about the medical side of abortion.
When delivering a child, does the hospital have to ask the woman having the baby if she's had an abortion?
Yes, they do. When a woman comes into the hospital, they're asked for their complete medical history, and that would include any previous pregnancies and how the pregnancy.
Some of the pro-choice feel that it is a woman's right to choose to have an abortion because if they don't have a say over their own body, what do they have a say in? Unmarried women account for about 85.5% of all abortions. That shows that women who might not have a lot of support need these abortions to keep their lives together. We asked Professor Barb Burge how if a woman was denied the right to abortion, would that open doors to other rights for women being taken away?
There's all kinds of pressures in society historically that have tried to keep women in a certain box. So I think if abortion were to be made illegal again, as it used to be before 1973, then yes, we would see some of the next steps, which are already really underway, but I think proponents of these things would be encouraged even more to limit access to birth control, for example.
People have many different reasons for believing abortion is not a woman's right, such as they think that women violate the right to a baby's human right to live. Others feel this way due to religion. They feel that it betrays God. Others just think abortion is dirty and that it just feels wrong.
The risk of mental health problems is no greater than if they have a first trimester abortion than if they have a full-term pregnancy. A first trimester abortion is one of the safest medical procedures out of abortion. This shows that as long as you don't wait too long, abortion can be perfectly safe.
53% of women who have had an abortion say it was a difficult decision to make at the time. And 95% of women say that abortion was the correct decision to make.
This proves that even though it is a big and hard decision, that the outcome will most likely be positive.
While abortion would most likely be safe, there are still difficulties. Teens are more likely to die or to have complications than other women. 73% of women have abortion due to not being able to afford a child.
Anti-choice people feel that the reason is selfish and that no life should be taken for that reason. Supposedly, women who have an abortion are more likely to suffer from depression.
20 to 24-year-old women were about 32% of abortion, while women between 25 to 29-year-olds made up about 24%. This shows that young women are being put at risk when they have their whole life ahead of them.
The pro-choice group has a very different opinion from pro-life. While pro-life has suggested that abortion causes depression, pro-choice has found that people who give up babies for adoption are more severely affected than by abortion.
From the statistics, it is obvious that abortion has its pros and cons.
There are many different opinions on abortion. It has always been controversial, but now things seem to be really picking up. Just recently, there was a shooting at Planned Parenthood. Some people were saying that the women deserved whatever they got because they were getting an abortion.
The candidates need to get on this topic and explain their plan not only to end questions about abortion, but to end violence that this topic is creating before it escalates.